Hey guys, welcome back to Bella Strong TV. I'm your host Karen Harbour, and for the next 15 days we're focused on tips and tricks to set us up for success on the Whole30. That's right, 15 days. That means we're down 15 and we have 15 more to go. Halfway point. So today's tip of the day is planning meals for the week. Yes, I decided not to bombard you with this concept too early in the Whole30, but I'm sure if you're 2 weeks down, you're probably getting a little sick of your old routine, especially if you're not quote-unquote a good cook, right? You probably have your go-to items that you eat all the time, and you might be getting sick of them. So it's time to think outside the box and do a little planning to prepare for the week. And plan on items that you don't normally eat. So you can rotate your you can rotate your nutrients, and you can also rotate your taste buds, right? So I do a little weekly planning list. I think about breakfast, lunch, dinner, condiments, and snacks that I want for the week. And then I kind of write that down, and I like to rotate them. I haven't had hard-boiled eggs for a while, so I'm going to have that for breakfast. I'm going to probably prep anywhere between 12 to 18 eggs and have a couple every morning, 2 or 3 every morning for breakfast. Or maybe I'll make an egg salad out of it. I'm not quite sure yet. Haven't had that in a while either. For lunch, I always make, for the week, a protein salad. So I like to rotate the protein salad, whether the protein's tuna in a can or ahi tuna, grilled, salmon, eggs, what else? Chicken, poached chicken, grilled chicken, roasted chicken, shredded chicken. You can also do pork, little like shredded pork. So the concept remains the same. It's always a protein salad. And then what I like to do is, if it tastes good, maybe I'm making a tuna fish, I like to add a little olive tamponade to it. Or I like crunch, so I usually like to add some kind of shredded carrots or shredded broccoli and carrots. That's also delicious. Or I cut up some bell peppers and add that to it for some crunch. Maybe sprinkle on some seeds, like sunflower seeds or something like that for crunch. And then it's always doused with some kind of sauce. So I always make a sauce for the week. Sometimes it's an aioli, sometimes it's a green chili, sometimes it's a hot sauce, sometimes it's a tomato sauce, a basil pesto sauce. I try to switch it up depending on what's in season, what I have in my fridge, and what I feel like having, right? But always try to change it up a little bit. The concepts are really the same. It's just the flavors that change. So, protein lunch, and then dinner always alternates. Sometimes I'll make a huge crock pot and put something in there for a couple days of eating, so I don't have to think too much for a couple days on dinner. Sometimes I'll do my go-to meatballs, whether it's ground chicken or lamb or beef or bison or elk, whatever. This week I got ground chicken, and I'm going to make meatballs. I'm also going to make sliders, and I'm also going to make burgers. So I'm going to kind of rotate that in for the next couple days. And then I got my aioli for my protein lunch, which I'm actually going to make crab salad. And I'm going to make a spicy Dijon aioli. Add some garlic, because I have that in the fridge too. It'll be delicious. And then I'll cut up some veggies. I'll use the aioli that I make to dip the veggies in. I'll also kind of make some jerky and always have that as my go-to protein snack. So from my meal planning, I create my grocery lists. And in my grocery list, I'll have the produce section, the meat section, the dairy section, the canned food section, the condiment section, and then what I'll get from my CSA, which is my co-op group share. So I pick that up later on today, and I'll have veggies and stuff for the week. It's awesome. Anyway, condiments that you always want to keep on hand, especially if you're on the Whole30, are cocoa aminos. It adds a little sweetness to it. If I run out, I always put that on my grocery list. Coconut vinegar, it's a little kind of tart, more tart I would say, than red wine vinegar or balsamic vinegar is a little sweeter. But I like that on hand. Hot sauce, I like to rotate that out. I always have some coconut milk because this actually makes a great base for any type of sauce, whether it's a hot sauce or a green curry sauce. It's delicious. I also put it in my coconut milk latte, so can't live without that. Coconut oil, it's a perfect way to fry anything. Delicious. I always have some extra virgin olive oil, which I need to pick up some because I don't have much of that. Other than that, I'm going to get some beef for actually top round, grass-fed, for my jerky, shredded ground chicken, and I like to put the actual department where I'm going grocery shopping. So, grocery stores are known to suck you in to buy things you don't really need. And if you go to the grocery store kind of hungry, I'm sure there's going to be demos around. So they're going to be wanting you to taste some food that might not be Whole30 compliant. So go to the grocery store a little satiated, and then make sure you're hitting the departments you need to hit and kind of nowhere else. So what that means is when you walk into the grocery store, you usually, if I can talk correctly, you usually hit the produce section. So right there, my produce, what I need for the week. Then I hit the meat or seafood section, what I need there, then the dairy section, and then I go inside the grocery aisles and hit the can section and the condiment sections if I need. Other than that, I don't really need anything else at the grocery store. So I try to stay away, and I try to hit the outside of the grocery store and hit the middle with the things that I specifically need. So if you set yourself up for success in your kitchen, I'm sure you're going to be successful to finish the Whole30. But again, it's about changing your weekly meals and about eating something that may be a little different than you normally eat. So thinking of outside the box as well as cooking and preparing outside the box will help you.